How's it going? Today, doing another pickup swap. This guy is going to be a Dean MLX, one of the cheapy guys I did. Student of mine, loves the guitar. Not a big fan of pickups. I had some stock Legator pickups that I've had laying around that I'm going to put in it for him. Should turn out pretty cool. I've noticed the stock Legator pickups, these are from a Ninja of some kind, they, the neck pickup especially, has been consistently nice. These things are heavy as all get out. Look like they're pretty well constructed. We're going to go ahead and put them in the guitar and see what happens to it. See if we can make it sound a little better. I have my iron heating up right now. I'm just going to go ahead while that's happening, start to pull things apart. One of the first things I do is I'll take the pickup cavity off so I can get to everything. Make sure you don't lose your bridge, right? Two pneumatics always fall off unless they're locking. I'll put the pickup cavity out, gives me access to all the wiring so I can disconnect things and get stuff out of the way. Hopefully I have this up and running real quick here, and he can come pick it up and get playing on it. He's got a few guitars, so he's not stressing the time or anything, but I want to get it back to him as soon as possible, you know. I don't like to have guitars sitting here too long. It happens. I mean, there are times I get real busy, and it's just what goes down. Okay, so pickup cavity. It's open. It's pretty simple. Basically, you know, in this case, it looks like the black wire is the bridge pickup and the white wire is the neck pickup. All I got to do is desolder that ground there for each, and then desolder, or just heat the connection and pull these wires loose on the switch. So this is going to be a pretty quick pickup swap. There's no some of these you get into, you've got to, you know, do a little more work, and I found a lot of these dual humbucker guitars with a volume and a tone are really, they go by real fast. So I'll just go ahead and now I'm just going to loosen up all the stuff. I'll be back. I'm back. Shop's open, so I'm going to pause here and there if someone walks in. But I'll keep going on this repair. Iron should be hot by now. That was a few minutes of talking to someone about guitars. But since the iron's hot, I'm going to go ahead and just get these guys the heck out, you know. I could have just left that on there, but I wanted to pick up out of the way. So, hot iron, yep. Nice and easy. Heat the connection, pull the wire. Boom. I'll go ahead and pull the neck. I don't have the neck loose yet, but I'll get out of there. Boom, boom. Now solder the ground joint. Let that heat. These are a little harder because there's more wires involved, but make sure I break that one loose too. So yeah, pickups are free. They are attached to each other though, so now they're not. We'll go ahead and pull bridge pickup. It's black. Oh, I was wrong. Or did I say that right? I don't remember. It's been too long. Anyway, now I'll pull the neck pickup out, and then I'll remove them from the pickup rings, put the new pickups in, and go from there. See if I can get this guy knocked out here this afternoon and ready to go, so I have it off the books and in his hands and have him playing it. There's nothing worse than having your guitar sit somewhere and you can't use it. Pickup rings, always fun. Your screws sometimes are extra long and your springs are also long, and that can cause problems. These are nice short springs, shorter screws, which isn't ideal. You know, you want a tight connection. You need that to keep stuff from rattling around or making noise when you're playing, especially at high volumes. But when you're, you know, swapping pickups and stuff, like a really tight spring, you'll let go of it while trying to put the screw through, and the thing will shoot across the room, and you'll find it 6 months later, you know, while you're vacuuming. That's always fun. But what do, you know? kinds of things happen, especially under tension. Let's put those to the side, take these pickups. I like to wrap them up again and leave them that way. Stuck together so they don't go anywhere. Put them on the microwave behind you and they're good. All right. So it looks like these screw holes are massive compared to what was in the guitar originally. So I'm going to take these screws and just kind of check for size. Certainly don't want them to be loose. By the time you start putting that screw through there, you get stuck. So I'm going to just test fit it first. If I don't, I've got a box of different screws that should work. That might be just fine. It might be too big. I'm going to say it's a little large. So I'm going to have to go dig through my screws. I'll be back. Okay, so I think I found something that fits. These are flathead guys. I never use them. They come with Duncan's. You get 2 sets. I don't like flathead screws. You know, tend to lose grip, things slip, and that's frustrating. But this is what's going to fit, and I have extras, so we're going to use them in this guitar pickup swap. Just kind of hold that, get it lined up, and then run it through, you know. Real simple. Now, big question is where to put my screwdriver. If you're watching, you probably saw where I said it, and you're laughing because I can't see it. It's like my bench becomes a black hole, and everything disappears, even though it's right in front of me. Clutter's a bad thing, and I'm the king of clutter. All right, looks like she's going to fit just fine. It's frustrating, though. Sometimes you get these that look like they're going to fit, and you start running it through, and then you let go of the screw, and the spring will push it, the screw right back out, because it's not a perfect fit. But I think we're in great shape. Yep. Good, good, good. Makes me happy. I'm going to dance, or not. The other one started, we should be ready to roll on this pickup. I'll probably just get this one assembled and then do the neck pickup first so I can run the wire easier, you know, because you got to run, in this case, and not true on all guitars, but in this case I've got to run the wire from the neck pickup cavity, goes through the bridge pickup cavity and then to the control cavity. Some guitars you'll have 2 separate channels, so you can just do them individually. You don't have to worry about pulling both pickups to get things run cleanly. I'm sure there's like tricks to do that, but I'm just gonna, you could tie something to the wire and pull it through, but I'm just gonna do it in this order since everything's out, you know. If I was just swapping just a neck pickup and not a bridge, I might try that, you know, like tie a guitar string or something else to the end of the wire and pull it through under the bridge pickup, you know. That way, save myself some time taking out the other pickup, you know. Get these guys out of here. There we go. Also, same thing. 2 sets of them. Flathead guys. Don't drop them. Keep my springs in the same place and where they're at. Neck pickup. So we should be in good shape pretty quick here and ready to drop this in. I'll just pick up height, kind of eyeball it, and then once I get everything wired up, I'll play the guitar and put it into 3 positions and listen for, you know, the volume I want out of the pickups, especially set, versus the string height, and then that might slip. So I might have to go back to the drawing board on these guys. Let's see if these other ones fit. That's a little narrower. Plenty of these screws. I must have grabbed the wrong Wrong ones maybe. Another pack here, see if these work. If not, I scream. Do. These might be a winner. Not quite there yet. Once that spring gets some real tension on it, you'll know it'll pop out. But I think, yeah, we're good to go. Cool. Woohoo! Party. Another pickup mounting screw out of this guy and find my spring. Redo the whole process, other side. Sometimes you can just start them with your hand and get them to go pretty quick. And this particular, there we go, squeeze down on that. I can actually get her moving pretty quick, save myself a little bit of effort. Yep, there we go. Oh, so that's what I'm talking about right there. You see that? Under pressure, it's just slipping out. So I'm going to have to find a slightly larger screw versus these that's going to work. And I should have something handy. I don't know if these got messed up at the factory, you know, or whatever, or they're just a slightly different overall size. But I hate to have, you know, something that doesn't quite match. And this is my golden springs and screws random box here. I've been doing a lot of pickup installs. I'm starting to run low on some things. In particular, ideally I'd have two flatheads on this guy, but you know, the customer's not terribly picky. We'll see. This one might work. It feels a little fatter. Could be the one. Yeah, that might do it. It's chunkier, which means it's going to hold. Nope, pushed it right through. Weak. Not cool. So we test another one until we find the one that fits. Those are going to be huge. Yeah, that's not even wanting to start. That one pushes right through. Also, a lot of these guys are just pushing right through here. I wonder what happens to cause all that. Because it shouldn't be an issue, you know. Shouldn't be doesn't mean it isn't. I mean, it happens. I might have to go with this guy. Yep. Not ideal, but it can be. It's one of those Phillips screws that can be manipulated with a flathead deal because the slot's shaped that way. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. So he can use the same screwdriver on his pickups if he feels like he wants to adjust the height, or I need to adjust the height, which often happens. You know, someone's not happy with the way the guitar sounds or whatever after I work on it. As far as volume and stuff, I can quickly, you know, run them through the things I know would help, you know, pickup height adjustment being one of them, you know, for sure. Because it's going to make a huge difference on how things work out. Yep, we got her started. Just to make this easy on myself, I'm going to flip this guy over to Phillips and fly through it. because the Phillips has a better grab than the flathead. I don't think that's the one either. I'm not very happy with how that's working. It's a little too much work. I almost hate to say it, but I think one of the original black pickup mounting ring screws might work better, you know. Those other ones just don't have the proper girth, you know. That one might do. Probably get tired of watching this, you know. So yeah, we're gonna get that pickup in there, maybe. Maybe not. But if you are watching, I appreciate it. You know, it's what I do for a living. Work on guitars. It could be worse. Yeah, we got to grab there. I guess that's going to be how it is. Just going to have to deal with it because someone somewhere along the line stripped this pickup out. Yeah, that's tight. Boy. Well, I'll get it started as far as I feel necessary. I'll crank on it once it's in the guitar. There you go. Running wires. Now this is handy because they've already done the work here. The green and white wire on this particular guitar is going to be your north and south coil start and finish or whatever. And then black is ground. Bare is ground, red is hot in this case. I know this because I worked on a few of these, but I don't have to heat shrink that or anything. It's already done for me, so it's going to save me some time. I can strip the wires once they're in the guitar cavity proper, so it'll make things go quicker. Fat pickup. Kind of push the wires out of the way so I can run this through. A lot of times when those wires are sticking out all funky like that, you have a hard time getting them into the cavity. Well, that one's run, so I'm going to remember that. And this one I'm going to go ahead and run since it's in. The other one's in. Same thing, you know. Wow, gobs of solder. That's ugly, by the way. A little bit much. It's like it was pulled off the connection, you know, rather than heated and pulled off properly. You don't want to do that because it can screw with your wires and cause you problems. Scooch them in. Oh, we're hitting something. Back of the guitar. Oh, she popped out. It's not good news. Not all the way, somewhat. Man, that pickup is huge. I don't know, it's going to sit in this cavity. British say it's a massive fatty, right? If I'm not mistaken, these pickups were originally direct mount deal. This might be one of the reasons I'm running into these issues with the mounting ring screws. Sometimes those things want to pop out because the screws have been driven through there in such a way that nothing wants to stay. Which I don't like, but it's my job to deal with it. My job to solve the problem. I've been through tons of these little screws trying to find the right fit for different pickups. Someone will bring random parts in and ask me to make it work. Oh geez, this is going to be fun. So I'm going to pause for a minute and dig up yet another screw. Because that one side, on both pickups, one side doesn't want to stay. And it's the same side, it's the bass side of the guitar. So something happened in the original install of these pickups. Someone got a little happy with the size of the screw or something, or cross-threaded it or whatnot, and now they're giving me grief. Not good grief, just grief. It's not fun. There's a match for that one I used in the other guitar, I think. Let me try him, I think. That's a big fatty. I think that one's too fat. Didn't think I'd be saying that, did you? It really boggles the mind. I wonder what happened, why it's the bass side of both, you know, both pickups, the same issue. I mean, it could be whatever. It's not like, oh God, what? I'm gonna stay awake at night thinking about it. It'll pop into my mind once in a while. I'll try to visualize what happened that caused whatever issue, you know, I'm having. In this case, as we know, it's this pickup mounting ring. The hole in the pickup is just too big. Like I said, I think it got stripped out in the factory. This guy might be it. I mean, the other one did this too. It went in real well, and then as soon as tension on the spring hit, it slipped out. Thread count's different or something, you know. And direct mount pickups are often, you know, a wood screw through the pickup hole. Ah, there we go. We're okay. I hope we're okay. Want to be okay. That's better. Now, just to get this thing in here. There we go. It's tight. 2 wires there at the very corner. A gripe about this particular guitar, that they didn't do such a good job with their holes, with their routing. Especially that screw hole, or the hole that they drilled through for the control cavity, is really close to the upper part of the cavity where the pickup sits. So coming out of the bottom of the pickup, you've got a bunch of wire doubled up over itself and in there, and it's really hard to make it stay in there, which is not ideal, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of work on this one too, make sure it's okay. I can't live with the way it is. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. Don't accept it if it's not right. Try again until you get it, you know. And you can make it work, that's fine, I understand that, but I'm trying to make this work well, not just get by. But a bunch of these are the same. Sitchy up, see? God, they really knocked that one out. Super fat guy again. It might be the only way to go in this particular case, considering, you know. I hate to do that to the guy, but you know, I'd run down to the hardware store and see if I could find something close, but a lot of times, especially locally, we're not in a market that supports a lot of these parts, you know. I'd have to go to more of a specialized like screw store, you know, whatever. And it's just not here. We have an Ace Hardware, and though it's got some good stuff, I mean, it doesn't have it a lot of times what I need, especially for these small guitar parts and whatnot. These different little machine screws that they use and everything. We got bins, and I go through them and come close, but a lot of times I won't find a match. And it's frustrating, you know, but what do? You just gotta figure something out. Because in the end, gotta make your customers happy. Gotta make the repair work. Doobie-doo. Not even. It looks like a trip to the hardware store is going to be in order before this one's going to go in. So I'm going to take a break here and finish this video when I have the parts.